Hi folks, John here with the third annual EWA No Mercy simulation. That's right, we're celebrating the EWA's roots with another Civil War match, and this year it's a Legends version. And speaking of Legends, joining me is my special guest co-commentator. It's Dylan. Can't you just feel the excitement in the air tonight?
I can. It's Legends Night, and that means that the biggest of the best, the heavy hitters, are going to be out tonight. It's going to be incredible. I'm looking forward to it.
I couldn't agree more. So let's not waste another moment and jump right into the action.
Here we go. All right. So here we are at the legendary EWA arena with the car entrance. And look, number one, Cody Rhodes. Now there's a legend. Remember Cody Rhodes?
He is one of only 3 Grand Slam winners.
Do you know who the other Grand Slam members would be, Mr. John? There's Tommy Dreamer coming out now.
Yes, it would be Christian and certain Santino Marella, who have all won the World National Tag Team and TV Championships.
Oh my God, is this Headbanger Mosh? Yes!
The legendary Headbanger Mosh, who upset Chris Jericho for the world title.
That was hilarious. One of my favorite parts of the EWA history, the lore. It was a wonderful time. And Rene Dupree, I love that guy. What a talent Rene Dupree was. He was a tour de force. If you know, I think there are a couple of newer guys here who obviously aren't too well versed with a lot of the old history. Rene Dupree, you really had to be there to get it. He was one of my favorites, you know.
Yeah, he had a hell of a run, starting off in the cabinet with JBL and Sylvan and all those lot, and then obviously he kind of broke out on his own, and you know, he won the world title several times.
Yeah, I tried fighting him as Steve Blackman, and he was just too good for me, you know, too good. So Cody Rhodes, of course, in EWA lore, was played by Craig, and he was fighting Headbanger Mosh, who was played by Bryce.
Indeed.
And I wish that Headbanger Mosh, to be fair, Bryce really did his best to keep that alive, but I think really quickly he realized that he had nothing he could possibly do with Headbanger Mosh. But to be fair, he did his best with it.
Yeah, I think he got some decent mileage out of him. I think he gave Mosh a little teddy bear as well called George, who had like some sort of weight in it, which he used to like bash people over the head with.
Oh, classic. And then Tommy Dreamer was Chalmers, right?
Yes.
Yes.
That was probably Chalmers' first character, I think, in the EWA.
I believe so. He was around when I started, right? That kind of time. Oh, Boston Crab action. Oh, reversal. You can't hit Tommy Dreamer with a Boston Crab. That'll be ridiculous. Rene Dupree's gonna have to up his game right here. So, you know, some real legends right here. You can't, it's living up to its name, the Legend Civil War.
Well, and we've got 2 Civil War winners in this match so far as well. With Tommy Dreamer was a co-winner back in 2007 when he started the match at number 4, which was one of the starting positions, much like it is in this one. And yeah, he went all the way to the finals and basically got surprised with the return of the Big Show, who came back from Ring of Honor and shocked everyone when the 2 of them basically fell over the ropes together and were announced co-winners.
That was a surprise. Has there ever been a co-winner since then?
No, that was the first and only time it's happened.
Wonder why. So here we go. We got a lot of. I feel like everybody's picking on Cody Rhodes right here. That's a little bit unnecessary.
You know, no one likes Craig, so it's understandable.
Wait till Steve Corino comes in and hits him with his chair. Oh boy, a lot of history, a lot of lore to go through in this legend Civil War, and I'm excited to be bringing the action to you guys. I think Mosh is he's really firing up. It looks like
He really is. He
You
means
wouldn't-
business tonight.
you wouldn't want to miss this opportunity, would you? But you know what the AI is like in No Mercy. They get so close, like, and then they're just, oh well, don't worry about it. So these four are gonna be really. Oh, this could be
Oh.
it. Randy Dupree is on the ropes. Oh my goodness!
And
I
he's
gotta say
gone.
that's an upset.
Yeah, I'd say so.
That's a surprise. I mean, Headbanger Mosh just continues to surprise people.
Well,
that-
he played spoiler all those years ago for Chris Jericho.
Oh, do you think Chris Jericho? What if Chris Jericho come in next just to get his revenge on Mosh? Wouldn't that be? Well, no, it's Sting.
Yeah.
Still pretty good.
Yeah,
Sting's a legendary character. He's a former heavyweight champion as well, I believe.
indeed, and a former United States champion.
That was. Oh, who's this now? Cody Rhodes is hulking up. Hope he doesn't miss this opportunity. He probably will. Oh my God! Suplex on top of a man. Did you see that?
That was devastating.
Unbelievable. Stinger coming in with his patented bulldog move. Now, that looks like everybody's ganging up on Cody Rhodes again.
Yeah.
Oh dear, Cody, why can't you just make friends with everybody? Why you gotta just pick fights? Oh, I thought that could have been it. I thought that big boot could have been the end for Tommy Dreamer, but he's hanging in there. Maybe we could see him go all the way to the end, like you were saying. He came in number 4 on that previous Civil War match, and now he came in number, I think, 2 or 3 for this one.
Yeah.
Oh, could this be Cody Rhodes?
Oh, he's
my
gone.
goodness. That's 2 for Mosh.
And he's got a special building as well.
I hope he doesn't fuck this one up. He wouldn't let 2 of them disappear, would he? Oh, he absolutely would. Look at this. Tommy Dreamer hitting the Death Valley Driver, which I thought was Tommy Dreamer's finisher.
No, I'd say the Dreamer DDT was his finisher.
Did he do that? Oh, Val Venus, hello. Looking good with the short hair.
Yeah, I worked really hard on that creator wrestler, let me tell you.
Oh boy, that was what a gift that one would have been. Can we all play as characters from No Mercy?
Yeah.
Look at this.
Oh, there
this is
goes
showing off.
Sting.
Oh my god, was it by Mosh?
Yep, Mosh again. Now he's trying to take
Oh, and look at
advantage
this.
of the money
Stealing
shot.
the pinfall. Can he get it?
Ah,
Holy shit! Mosh just
Mosh
eliminated
is-
4 people.
he's a killer.
This is unbelievable. This is what we're talking about. Never underestimate this guy. He looks like a joke. I think he might have died in EWA lore. I'm not quite sure. Oh my goodness! Here comes William Regal. That's a good one. That looks pretty good. William Regal, of course, also played by Bryce.
Mm-hmm.
Now, oh, we should mention William Regal. Oh, not William Regal. Val Venus.
Of
Like a
course.
rat.
Well,
So-
Val Venus and William Regal are both former Civil War winners as well.
My goodness.
Mm.
Shane McMahon. Brilliant. Watch out, man. He might erase the whole ring.
Yeah.
Here we go. Oh, wishbone. Oh, that's gonna hurt.
He's using his classic MC Hammer theme music as well from back in the day.
Is that real? Was that his music?
Oh yeah.
Oh dear. Well, we've all made mistakes. You know, they can't all be winners. So Val Venus is looking. He was looking pretty good until Bryce's character started ganging up on him, which is a bit
Yeah.
much. Shane McMahon, I am interested to see how much of an impact he makes. Shane McMahon, of course, he is started it all, really.
Of course, the founder of the EWA, the guy who kind of merged WWF and WCW to create the Fed, and for many years he was known as the god of EWA. But that stood for General Operations Director rather than, him just padding his own ego.
Yes, he's not literally the creator of everything.
No.
Well, he did create the EWA, so in a way, maybe. Look at that little atomic drop right there. It looks like Mosh is doing really well, but Val Venus is also really like keeping the pressure on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Interesting that Mosh and William Regal are fighting each other.
Yeah. Battle of supremacy for Bryce's characters.
Now, who do you think would be better?
Now, I would go for William Regal for
Yes.
obvious reasons.
Yes, because he's better.
Yeah.
I
But
think
at the same time, in this game, Mosh is proving to be a bit of a deadly customer. So.
Right, was that 4 eliminations for Mosh?
Yeah, 4.
Incredible! Look at that! I didn't even know
Oh.
you could do the leapfrog.
Make it
Wow! Make it 5. Mosh has eliminated himself technically.
5.
This is unbelievable. 5 people. Oh my god! I don't think this is. This feels like new. Oh come on! He's got Venus.
Oh.
Oh, that could have been. That was Hannington on a plate right there. That was unbelievable. Now who's this guy?
He looks familiar.
You might be familiar with this certain fellow.
Yep. As I said, he's only one of 3 Grand Slam winners, and the only guy to have won Civil War, King of the Ring, Super Brawl, and Lethal Lottery. Not that I'm tooting my own horn here, but you know.
I mean, you may as well.
Toot toot.
You got a little bit. I mean, who else is gonna play that tune? You know what I mean? You know it better than everybody else, so you may as well. One thing though, because Santino, I'm not denying that he's not a legend, but he's still very active in the Fed right now. Whereas a lot of the people we've seen so far have been retired or in the Hall of Fame or not currently active. But I get another first then, another leap over. I fucking never see this in the Mercy. That's 2. Santino gets his first elimination. So Santino he's still on the roster. You know, he hasn't quite retired yet, whereas everybody else is like returning for this Legends Civil War match. So again, you could say another first for Santino is that he's the first currently active guy in this match.
Indeed.
Maybe the only one.
I think he might well be the only one, but we shall see.
Yes, we don't know what's gonna happen to the real Civil War, do we? There we go. Here's Christian, of course. Oh, lovely dropkick there by Santino. I don't know what he was thinking with that one.
I think Christian's looking a bit sunburnt to me as well.
If he was sunburned, he wouldn't even be here. He'd take the day off, right? Is this the point where Santino reaches into his trunks and pulls out a tomato? Wasn't it Christian that was it something that he was afraid of tomatoes? There's definitely something to do with Steven Tomatoes.
Okay.
Oh my god. Could this be it?
Oh!
Whoa. Santino. My goodness. The first guy to do so much. And eliminated just like that. Can you believe that?
I kind of can, yeah.
By Christian of all people.
Of all people.
I know. That's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt. Here we got Mr. Anderson. Anderson is in the ring. That was Pylum, right?
It was. Although we did have a Mr. Kennedy as well, who was played by a gentleman by the name of PT, who won 2 Triple Crown titles.
Wait, did we just see the elimination of Mosh?
We just did.
By Christian?
Christian, I believe, gave him the Unprettier and then put him down for the count.
But this does sound a little bit like a typical Christian run, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Defies the odds. Comes in, knocks out 2 of the strongest people in the show. Brock Lesnar. Oh my goodness.
He looks angry.
Yeah, well, Brock Lesnar very rarely looks like he's having a great time, does he?
This is true.
So he was, that was key.
Yep.
Yes.
In 3-time world champion, including the longest world title reign ever at 273 days.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
Almost
and
a
he's
full
a
year.
former Civil War winner as well, back in 2018 when he started off at number 6 and then scored 12 eliminations on his way to winning the world title in the match, because that was the first and thus far only time that the world title was on the line in Civil War.
Wow. Mighty impressive. But can he continue that impressive streak in the Legend Civil War?
Oh, we shall see.
I have a question
Mhm.
for you, because you would know the answer to this. Like you said, the previous Civil Wars have had, you get a shot at the championship, or in that Civil War you mentioned, the championship itself. What do the winner of the Legend Civil War get? Do they get a trophy? Do they get a pat in the back?
They will get a prize to be determined at a later date.
It's a box of biscuits.
Yeah,
Or cookies for anybody in America.
I was gonna say.
I have a question about this. Whoa, hang on. Shane McMahon has pinned Brock Lesnar and got a 1 count, just like in real life. I can't
Yeah.
imagine that going any differently. I have a question about biscuits and cookies, right? Now, John, you're from the UK. I'm from the UK, so neither of us can answer this question. But in America, they call biscuits, they're like a scone, right? It's like a bread thing.
I think so, yeah.
And what we call biscuits, they call cookies.
Yep.
But we have dog biscuits. And we call them dog biscuits because they're for dogs, but they're biscuits.
This
So
is
what
true.
do Americans call dog biscuits? Dog cookies? You see?
Mm.
Right? What do they call them? That's okay. Any Americans watching this, please.
See, this is why we needed Corey on this as well.
Yeah. Do you think? Well, does he have a dog?
He has a cat.
Oh well, cat biscuits.
There you go.
Corey. Oh, I'm sure we'll see some of Corey's characters coming up soon. He's a legendary figure in the EWA as well. Shane McMahon looking pretty good.
Yeah, he's building up his special again, and is he gonna take out Mr. Anderson here?
Oh, look at this. Classic punches. A couple of Shane McMahon punches. And he's just giving up. He's like, see you later.
Of course, that's exactly what you do in that situation.
Yeah, don't take advantage of it. Just run away and beat up somebody else with more momentum than you. It's an interesting technique. I don't know if it's going to pay off. Oh, well, it looks like it has paid off because we got this little double pile driver,
Yeah.
which of course is more effective than a regular pile driver. Especially if the person doing the double pile driver jumps off the top rope and does a flip. That's how you do a real double pile driver, let me tell you.
Well, there goes Shane McMahon.
So I guess it didn't work out for him after all.
No.
No, sir. That's a shame. Well, he did his best. But look who he's in the ring with, some real heavy hitters. Like you said, Brock Lesnar, one of the longest reigning champion of all time. Christian, a former heavyweight champion. Mr. Anderson, he's also got a lot of accolades to his name. I don't know, was he heavyweight champion?
I believe so, yes.
Oh, there you go. And now I've got another heavyweight champion, or former heavyweight champion, in Randy Orton. Okay, he was a heavyweight champion, wasn't he?
He was a 2-time world champion and one of only 3 I think it's only 3 Super Bowl winners who've won the match 3 times.
Wow. Do you know who the other people are?
I believe Santino is one and Chris Jericho might be the other, but then thinking about it, I think Chris Jericho is now on 4 after this last year's Super Bowl match.
Yee. Well, that's pretty good, man.
Not too shabby.
3 times. That's a lot of work, man. That's a lot of work. Because it only comes around once a year.
Yeah. And what makes it more remarkable as well is that Randy Orton hasn't been a active competitor in the Fed for, at least a decade now. So he did that all a long time ago.
Exactly. He was able to. He was the first one to do that, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Lovely.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Brock Lesnar, you better watch out. Are we gonna see Christian eliminate Brock Lesnar?
Of course we are.
Oh my God! How many eliminations is that for Christian?
That is the third elimination for Christian.
My goodness, so 3 for Christian.
He's on a roll.
I think Mosh still has the lead with 5.
Yeah, I believe Mosh was on 5. Yeah, that's right.
But let's see what happens when Steve Corino comes out. Here we go. That's a pretty good one too. I like how that came out.
It's not too bad.
You may as well toot that horn.
Yeah.
Look at this. Steve Corino and Christian going at it.
Yeah,
Not
they
for the
had
first
a bit of a rivalry back in the day.
Christian, is he gonna I thought he was gonna put away Steve Corino, but instead he just went for regular suplex. Oh,
Oh, here we go.
oh, oh my goodness.
Well,
There it is. There's the prettier.
this hasn't been the greatest starts to the match for Steve Corino.
Wait a minute though. Hang on 1 second. Oh, he kicked that after 2. That was a close one.
Thank goodness for that.
You're sitting here you don't want to see a second one of your characters be eliminated by Christian.
Not by Steve.
No, that's worst case scenario. But then, there'll probably be more of your character. Oh, hang on a minute. What did we just say? What did we just say?
Oh dear.
Steve Corino historically has normally done a little bit better than that in the EWA. So
That's not going to go down as one of his finest moments right there.
no, that was well, I would like to say he tried his best, but I'm not quite sure if he did. Stevie Richards! Hot damn. Stevie Richards, that was Mikey.
That was Mikey.
This guy wrote an incredible Stevie Richards.
Absolutely.
It was like a psychotic Stevie Richards, but also like it wasn't just that he was psychotic, because I feel like anybody could write that, but he had like a real, like he actually kind of felt like he was delving more into like the psyche, the mental health of Stevie Richards.
Yep.
Which I thought was it was really well done. It wasn't like phony or cheesy or whatever. Really good stuff, man.
Yeah.
It's a shame that like a lot of this stuff's kind of lost to time now,
Mm-hmm. Well, you say that, but we're slowly but surely updating the archives. So the EWA network has a lot of old shows on it, and it won't be too long before we're back in the era of Stevie Richards and when he was kicking a lot of ass. So hopefully people will be able to check those results out in the coming months.
So it's two. There's a way to steal one. It's the results. It's not the old role plays.
Oh no, not the old role plays. But still, I mean, it's still something.
Well, yeah, exactly. It's the stuff that. Oh, here we go. A little suplex. Bam. So we're really spicing up now. Oh, look at that. Randy Orton not having any Christian shit. Randy Orton and Christian, do they have a thing?
I feel like they probably must have met at some point, but I think it was sort of around the time when Randy Orton was starting to phase out his career, whereas Christian was more on the ascendancy at that point, like joining the cabinet, and then I think he was the Extreme Champion or something like that, which was the lineage for that is really confusing, and I couldn't even begin to explain it. But
it got pretty spotty because Christian arrived. He was here a couple of months before I joined. Oh, look at that! Hang on a minute.
That was Christian.
Mr. Anderson just eliminated Christian. Wow! Thanks for coming, Christian. Yeah, that's a bit of an upset too. No offense to Mr. Anderson, but Christian had eliminated some big guys, and then boom, out of here. That tells you everything you need to know about this Civil War, man. It can change on a dime.
Absolutely.
Things can just twist. You'll never look at Steve Corino, for example. Didn't see that coming. JBL, here he comes. Now you were talking about the cabinet.
Yeah.
Here's
another
JBL.
cabinet member.
And whenever I joined, I think he wasn't heavyweight champion, but he became heavyweight champion really shortly after I started.
Mm-hmm.
And his stuff again was really good. You know, you got a lot of nuance with that JBL. It wasn't just a big rich Texan. It was that he kind of, hang on a minute, pinfall. Oh, only two. Kind of struggled with himself and with his alcoholism and stuff like this, which is a good take for JBL because he's often seen as a beer drinking kind of guy. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
A lot of good stuff throughout the history of the EWA. I think we can all agree.
Yeah, I mean,
well, you and me can agree on this because you know we were there. So
yeah,
it was all great. Don't worry about it.
don't forget, JBL was like a former owner of the company very briefly as well. He kind of bought the EWA when Shane McMahon sold up in, I think, the summer of 2011. And then initially he brought in Michael Cole as his general manager, and that kind of didn't go so well. And then he quickly brought in Harry Smith instead, who obviously turned the EWA's fortunes around and has made it what it is today.
Harry Smith has done pretty well for himself.
Yes.
I wonder if we'll see a little Harry Smith in this.
Who knows?
I can't go any higher than that.
Yeah.
There's a 2 count. Mr. Anderson trying to keep his streak going.
He's on a bit of a roll right now.
He's doing pretty well. Oh, wait a minute. Stevie Richards has pinned somebody. Who is he pinned? Orton?
That must be Randy Orton, yeah.
And now, Mr. Anderson going. Oh no, that was JBL pinning Mr. Anderson. See how easy this can flip. It can just turn with no. Oh look, there we go. A little bit of teamwork there. Oh, and then straight to the ankle.
Yep.
This.
JBL's famous ankle lock right there.
Yeah, well known for the ankle lock. JBL, a man of a lot of nuance when it comes to wrestling. You know, a lot of holds, a lot of submission maneuvers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, not really a power guy. Look at that move by Randy Orton. Now that's a classic Orton maneuver.
Yeah. You wouldn't know he's actual. He's like the same creator wrestler spot as DDP on this, so they basically, you know, shared movesets.
Wow! Oh, look at this roll up. Could we have it? Could
Cool.
this be it? Oh my God, he got him. Is that
There he
JBL?
goes. Yeah.
Wow! Thanks.
He's
for
only
coming, JBL.
been in the match for like a couple minutes.
Yeah, that wasn't very long. That's a shame. But at least we got, you know, to see him.
Yeah.
Nice appearance. If he pops the crowd and then he can go back and have a couple of beers. You know?
Which
Well,
I'm
that's-
sure he will.
Oh yeah. Or he just lie there for a long time. Steve Blackman! Finally we get one of my characters. I didn't wanna brag either, but you know what? Oh, here we go. Hang on a minute. Here we go. Is that Mr.
Wow.
Anderson is
Mr.
out of here.
Anderson, yeah.
He is gone. That's a shame. He put in a lot of work, but oh, and then straight away there's another pinfall. Here we go. Is this Stevie Richards pinning Orton? Oh, so close.
Yeah.
Steve Blackman just kind of taking his time, observing everything.
Well, that was Steve Blackman's MO, really, wasn't it? He was kind of the kind of guy who didn't rush into anything. Was always cold and calculating.
Yeah, he was a bit sneaky.
Yeah, you could say that.
The opposite of what The Rock was. The Rock was very loud, very in your face.
Mm-hmm.
He definitely made sure that you knew The Rock was in time.
Oh, saying that, The Rock did have some sneaky moments as well, like when he formed the Cure, which you know, didn't have Robert Smith in it, but it did have
That's where he
Kane.
went wrong.
Yeah, and then they basically kidnapped Steve Carino's wife and son, I believe, because, you know, everyone did at some point.
You gotta attack the kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, put that one on my tombstone. The Rock was Vic
Mm-hmm.
a long time ago, and he came in just out of nowhere, and he got the voice of The Rock like down perfectly.
Yeah, like historically speaking, The Rock has been a hard guy to roleplay as for you know, most people, because you can do the catchphrases, but you kind of can't sustain it for very long. But Bick, he knew what he was doing, and he kind of gave The Rock this larger-than-life character, which he was able to sustain for, like a good few years. Hell of a run.
Exactly. I think the bigger guys like The Rock and The Undertaker were some of the guys that were hardest to roleplay as, because like you said, everybody just goes for the catchphrase, which is easy. Everybody can do that. But how do you fill up the rest of the time? What else do you do? Those are the two people I think that other role players really struggle with, and I would never be interested in touching them. I was more interested in just picking the total blank slates. That's why I picked Steve Blackman.
Yeah.
Because you're like, well, I can do whatever the fuck I want with Steve Blackman. Here's a pinfall. Did The Rock just eliminate somebody?
He eliminated Randy Orton, from a forearm to the back, I think that was.
Oh, his patented finishing maneuver.
Yeah. It must have been the people's forearm.
Well, it works for Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
Hit him in the back. I don't quite understand that. I thought maneuvers like that would be better suited to the front of somebody. But, what do I know? Oh, here's DDP. Hello. Here he is. So this was Fuzz, right?
That was correct, yeah.
I remember I fought Fuzz and Cleve so many times for those tag titles.
Yeah. And how many times did you beat them?
0.
Yeah.
Probably like -4 times. You know what I mean? That's how badly they beat me.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're not alone in that, so.
They were together. Fuzz and Cleve were arguably the best tag team in the EWA.
Oh, without a shadow of a doubt.
They worked so well together that they were just unbeatable. Nobody could beat them.
Well, I mean, longest tag team title reign at 322 days. It's insane.
But well deserved.
Oh, absolutely.
They worked their asses off and they fucking did it. So here we have DDP versus Steve Blackman, which I think that happened, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Steve Blackman must have challenged for the tag titles at one point with, I think maybe The Miz or one of the members of Sublime or something.
Oh yeah. Oh, I was kind of annoyed with that because that was The Miz was Judders.
Yes.
And I love Judders, and I wanted to work with him, and I was putting that group together, and I was like, pick whoever you want. And he's like, I want to be The Miz.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I think it's common knowledge right now that me and The Miz don't really see eye to eye.
Mm-hmm.
We're not best friends. But I think we made that work. Judders is a great role player as well, and he does a lot of like that creative wrestler stuff. He makes his own like arenas and things like that on the new WWE games.
Yeah.
Which is really cool if you follow him on Twitter. It's really neat, so
yeah,
it's nice to see that he's still involved with that kind of stuff,
If anyone's looking for some stuff to download for the latest WWE game, follow Judders, because he will no doubt have some good hookups for you.
Yeah, if you're looking at, he's probably already made it. Is that DDP gone? Oh, and we could see Steve Blackman about to go too.
Oh
no! Oh, that's a
The
little
Rock
bit of
saved him.
miscommunication. See, that's the slippery Steve Blackman.
Yeah.
Finds a way to stay in. We by all rights, should have been eliminated, but he's found a way to stick around. So let's see who else we got coming in. Chris Jericho, aforementioned right at the beginning of the show, for having a bit of a beef with Mosh, and also for being one of the guys who won 3 Super Brawl matches.
4 Super Brawl matches.
4 Super Bowl matches, because he won last year.
This is correct, and also a 6-time world champion, which is an EWA record as well.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Yep, it's nuts.
It really is, like, very impressive. 6 times. I couldn't even dream of that. I think the best. Steve Blackman was the only one that I won the championship with more than once.
And that was twice.
It was twice. The best thing about that was the second time I won it, I think I beat you for it, which was the highlight of my career. I was like, John's got a be very modest about this, but John's an incredible role player, and at the top of his game, if you could beat him, it was like a real accomplishment. So I felt so happy that I beat him. And then a week later, the boards crashed and everything died.
Yeah.
So we went to a replacement board with like the bare bones skeleton, you know, like a couple of guys. And we kept business as usual going for a month until we got a new board set up.
Yeah.
And in that time that nobody saw except for 5 people, I lost the belt to Bryce.
Yeah.
I was so angry. I did all that work and it was all gone and nobody's seen it. But, you know, that's the way it goes. And hopefully I'll be able to redeem myself by winning this Legend Civil War as Steve Blackman.
Well,
But-
the Rock has you set up for a rock bottom right now, but he's for some reason choosing not to utilize it. So
We were just having a little heart-to-heart moment right there.
oh, that's sweet.
Wasn't it? We were just kind of palling around, having a little hug. The
Yeah.
Rock, he's a stand-up guy, let me tell you. He could have hit me with his finish, but he didn't. And that will be his undoing. I thought I was going to eliminate him right there, but... Oh, wow. And the match continues. So, it's been pretty exciting so far. We've seen a lot of legends. Stevie Richards sticking in there. I gotta
He's
say,
been
that's
in there for a
impressive.
while, yeah.
Yeah. I wonder, do you think he can go the distance?
Who knows?
Because I feel like Stevie Richards is one of those guys that you wouldn't expect him normally to be so good until you see him in the EWA. Oh my god, The
Whoa.
Rock just fucking took a tumble.
I'm not
My
even sure who got the elimination there.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what happened there. Jericho like whipped him against the ropes and then The Rock just fell over. Don't know what that was about. But how'd he go? That's a surprise. Wow. I mean, The Rock was doing pretty good. We all saw him about to hit Steve Blackman with something, but
Yeah.
there he is. There's old Harry Smith, the figurehead of the EWA,
Indeed.
If
The
you
first
will.
ever Triple Crown champion.
which is impressive in its own right.
Mhm.
He must have won a couple of. He's won Super Bowl before, hasn't he?
Yeah, he was the team captain for Team Legend in 2009. And he
Yes.
also won the King of the Ring back in 2005, I believe.
Fancy. Has he won a Civil War match though? That's the thing.
Not yet, but maybe today's the day.
Well, speaking of, a lot of the people in this match right now, I don't believe have won a Civil War.
That's correct. None of them have.
So that could be interesting. This could be the first one that they're able to pick up.
Indeed.
We shall see. Oh, Stevie Richards had a little pin on Jericho there. He couldn't quite capitalize. Now Steve Blackman, see that? He was biding his time.
Yeah.
And what's funny is you were saying that... It's insane. I remember that because I was also in that Super Brawl match. I did not win, obviously. But I
Mhm.
believe that it led to Steve Blackman versus Harry Smith for the championship. That was the first time I won the championship.
That's correct, yeah.
So that was a little bit of history right there in the ring. That was very interesting.
Yeah.
You see? And now Steve Blackman going after Chris Jericho, which I don't... Oh, look at that choke. What is
That's
that
just-
maneuver?
That's nasty, whatever it is.
I have no idea what the fuck that is. But there it is. Couldn't capitalize. Couldn't put him away. That's a shame.
You don't often see submissions in the Civil War match.
Do they even count?
They do on this, but in the 3 different Civil Wars that I've simulated, not a single submission has happened. So
That could have been the first. Oh, here's another pinfall. Stevie Richards. Oh, kick out
just
at
a
one.
count.
You can't beat the boss that quickly. Don't be ridiculous. Steve Blackman getting the pin on Chris Jericho.
Stevie Richards and Harry Smith have their past issues as well. I believe they fought at Super Brawl a few years ago when Stevie Richards randomly returned to the EWA looking to make an example of Harry Smith. Spoiler alert, it didn't turn out so well for Stevie Richards.
Yeah, exactly, because these days you can still see Harry Smith in the EWA. Stevie Richards, not so much.
Mm-hmm.
No, sir. But, you know, brave of him to get in there and attack the boss. You know, if you're going to make a statement, make it big. And they had past history, I believe.
Yeah,
'Cause they would have been, they were kind of big right before I got there.
Mm-hmm.
They definitely had a little bit of past history. It's pretty neat. All right, Jericho. Me and Jericho have had a little. Well, there have been many different incarnations of Chris Jericho.
Yeah.
I think that.
Yeah, I'd say the two main ones probably Will, obviously, who everyone kind of knows from his recent run, and Ed as well, who you know, picked up the world title that Mosh beat him for back in the day.
Yes.
I think he also won a national title on a TV.
Oh my God! There he goes. Oh, Blackman's on the ropes, and again they can't capitalize. Rookie mistakes here. This is silly.
Yeah.
You could. It's right there. If you want to eliminate Steve Blackman, you can't be taking it easy like that. You can't be making mistakes.
Absolutely not.
Oh, sir, he'll take advantage of that. So, CM Punk coming in to replace Chris Jericho. CM Punk played famously by you.
Well, very, very briefly, but the main CM Punk that everyone remembers, and for good reason, is TZ's CM Punk.
Yes.
Which was a phenomenal character, so well written. And yeah, TZ's a guy that I think we all miss a hell of a lot.
Yeah, I miss that guy. He was an incredible writer and a really good dude.
Yeah.
I wonder what happened though. I hope he's doing alright.
Yeah, I'm sure he's doing good.
Yeah. But look at this, Steve Blackman versus CM Punk. That definitely happened.
Yeah, well, CM Punk won the Civil War match back in 2009, I think it was, and then like teased cashing it in against Steve Blackman, but then they sort of formed this unholy alliance where it seemed like CM Punk was happy to play second fiddle to Steve Blackman, and then that involved Christian coming in and demanding his own title shot. So they eventually had a triple threat match where CM Punk was going to cash in his contract to help Steve Blackman keep the title, but lo and behold, he screwed Steve Blackman over.
Yeah, that was supposed to lead to like a one-on-one match between Steve Blackman and CM Punk. And then the waters kind of got a little bit muddy right there. Things happen, but it was still a lot of fun. Look at this, CM Punk, and look at dual submissions right there. That's actually really cool.
Could we see our first tap out?
Maybe. No. That's really good. It was a great spectacle though.
Oh yeah.
Steve Blackman and CM Punk side by side doing arm bars. Look at that throw. So a lot of history in the ring with all these guys.
Indeed, yeah. Well, that's the thing with the EWA. Some of these characters have been around for so long that they're almost bound to have history with everyone else.
CM Punk playing a weird game here, lifting up Stevie Richards, but Harry Smith is on board and he's happy to knock over his former foe with that Doomsday Device. And then Steve Blackman doing something. I don't know what he was planning on doing, but whatever he tried, it didn't quite work out.
No.
Oh, hang on a minute now. My goodness, there is an elimination by Steve Blackman. That's Stevie Richards. He lasted a long time.
He was in there for a long, long time.
Yeah.
But that was, I believe, Steve Blackman's second elimination right there.
Ah, damn. Hey, could this be a third? Not quite. Not quite. Going for Harry Smith right there. Ah, Masato Tanaka. That was Jeff.
Indeed.
That guy has definitely had a couple of wars with Steve Blackman, I believe.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, there's a guy who puts a lot of detail into his work.
Yeah. I mean, when he first joined the Fed as Masato Tanaka as well, he kind of came in and had this phenomenal run where he was racking up wins left, right, and center.
Yes.
And culminated in Super Brawl 10 when he was the winning team captain inside the first and only Super Brawl War Games match. But yeah, Masato Tanaka is one of those guys who basically, turned the Fed on its head when he showed up.
Yeah, he came in with like a real head of steam. Just seemed invincible. I remember that he kind of came in. Was it around about the same time as Beck was doing The Rock? Because I remember those two guys just being on a tear.
Yeah. They were like pretty much, in a rivalry for a long time as well.
Yeah, man. Real like solid stuff from those guys. Harry Smith in a little bit of trouble from Tanaka, but nice the kick out. Oh, what's Steve Blackman gonna do? Can he take advantage? I don't think so. Oh,
that.
Oh,
what an exchange that was.
That was a lot of chaining together of back fists or something. I'm not quite sure what was going on. But look at this. I like how Steve Blackman and CM Punk really can't get each other's number. They're just...
No, they know each other too well, it seems.
Exactly. They're on like a level playing field right here. It's very interesting. Harry Smith now the longest guy in the ring, I believe. Is it Harry Smith? Yeah, Harry Smith.
No, I think Steve Blackman was in before him.
Was he?
Yeah, I think Steve Blackman came in at number 17, whereas Harry Smith came in at number 21.
Oh, that can't be right. Well, maybe I'm hallucinating.
But Harry Smith is feeling the effects of this one, though. He's holding his neck a hell of a lot.
Seems to be hurting. He's really been, he's bringing the fight to everybody else, which means that everybody else is going to start bringing the fight to him. Could get messy. Now we got Masato Tanaka versus CM Punk. I don't know, did that ever happen? That's a dream matchup right there, surely.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it didn't happen, but it would have been spectacular if it did.
That would have been wonderful. Wonderful. But, that's what this Legend Civil War is all about. Seeing these dream matchups having a little bit of a potential. You know what I mean?
Indeed, yeah. See what could have been.
Exactly. I'm sure we'll get plenty more of that with the next couple of guys coming in. Steve Blackman getting some more momentum. Looking pretty good. Can he capitalize on this? Masato Tanaka really bringing it to CM Punk. Oh, Blackman's fired up. Is he going to do that choke again? Or is he
I'm not sure Harry Smith can take another one with his bad neck.
Oh, look at that. Could that do it? Oh my goodness. There it is. So what is that? Is that 3 or 4 for Blackman?
That's his third elimination right there.
Wow. Looking pretty good. But again, it's all about capitalizing on that momentum. Can you keep the ball rolling? You don't want to look over your shoulder for a second, otherwise somebody could just throw you out of the ring in a match like this, You got to keep on people, and that's what Blackman's doing. He's keeping the pressure on Masato Tanaka.
Indeed.
Kurt Angle. Hello. No, this would be Bryce.
This is Bryce, yeah. I mean, he obviously had the most famous Kurt Angle run. There was a few before that, like way back in the day, but easily the most success of any Kurt Angle. Whoa!
Oh my, is that...
That was Masato Tanaka who just got pinned by CM Punk right there.
Out of nowhere, we were so enthralled by Kurt Angle's entrance that we almost missed that. And Angle wasted no time. Went straight after CM Punk. I'm pretty sure that was the deal.
Oh yeah.
Punk. And
they
I know
had
that
big rivalry.
As we mentioned, Angle and Blackman had a thing. So this is like 2010. The Honky Tonk Man. Hello, looking good. This was clean.
Yes.
Hello. Now, this along with Santino Marella are two of the more recent characters that we've seen in the EWA.
Although Honky hasn't been in action since Super Brawl, I believe. So.
But that's still like more recent than
Kurt Angle.
CM Punk. Yeah. Steve Blackman. He hasn't been seen in many years.
Indeed.
I can't even remember when I stopped. Was it 2013?
It must have been around that sort of time, yeah.
Yeah, so that's oh my god, that's almost 10 years ago. Holy shit. Don't forget I said that. Don't.
Yeah.
Let's not look at numbers in this. That's not important. So Honky Tonk Man formed a very successful team that once again was able to rise through the tag team ranks and win the tag team championships.
Of course, he's a former world champion as well, having beaten Jamie Noble a couple years ago.
That's right.
I think that makes him the oldest world champion in EWA history, although I'll have to double check that because Terry Funk was world champion as well, and he was old as fuck when he won the title.
I remember that, and that even then that was like 15 years ago or whatever. Man, Terry Funk was a great champion.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, he just came in and out of nowhere. Just came in, killed everybody, then left. How did that happen?
Well, he had a good run before winning the world title. He was a tag team champion as well for a little while with Rob Van Dam. I believe he was.
CM Punk.
Wow, Kurt Angle there just got rid of his old rival.
My goodness. And we didn't even see that coming.
No, from out of nowhere.
They just seemed like they were having a bit of a brawl, and then bam, CM Punk out of here. Look at that. Unbelievable. I would have said CM Punk would have been one of the favorites for this at this point in the match. Oh, Steve Austin. Now we're going old school.
Yeah, I mean, Baz is the guy who played Steve Austin, and I think it's safe to say he was a bit before both of our times, really.
Yes. Oh, my God. Eliminated Kurt Angle right off the bat. Steve Austin not wasting any time.
You could say he just opened a can of whoop-ass.
You could say that. Will we say that? We already did.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Well, Kurt Angle was looking pretty good, and then just straight out of here. But that's what we're talking about with Steve Austin. His stuff is really good. Kevin Nash, of course, coming in here, the tag team partner to Diamond Dallas Page, who we saw earlier. And part of the Vegas connection.
Yeah.
We've seen that whole group so far now, haven't we? It was whenever they were the Super Brawl. It was Val Venus, Diamond Dallas Page, Kevin Nash, and Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
Oh, Austin on the ropes, but he got out of it. That could have been a real upset right there. Honky Tonk Man eliminating Steve Austin so quickly.
Yeah.
Steve Austin arriving. Oh, Kevin Nash versus Steve Blackman. I don't know if this is a good matchup for Steve Blackman.
Well, Steve Blackman's been in there so long now, you kind of wonder how much gas he's got left in the tank.
He's got to be feeling it now. You know what I mean? I mean, he's a martial artist, he's well conditioned, but even then, he's been in there for a good 20 minutes or so.
Indeed, yeah.
And he's fighting Kevin Nash, which, you know, I wouldn't advise. Kevin Nash has a clear height advantage and has got the strength advantage as well, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's on call for Austin.
Right in the Gingangoolies.
Look like a little bit of a exactly.
Oh.
Steve Blackman's like, I'm done. We can a little fight between the two Steves, but not in. Ambitious of Steve Blackman to try that with Kevin Nash, but he got it. He pulled it off.
Yeah, he nailed it.
He did that. Oh, big old clothesline here.
No.
Steve, oh, Blackman's pretty close to the ropes.
This is dangerous territory right here.
This could be the end. You never know. Austin coming in here with a head of steam right now. He's really fired up. This could be his year. You never know. When did the Civil War start?
That's a good question. I want to say 2004, but I can't say that with certainty off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure it was 2004.
Wow. So that's still a lot of, a lot of people would have gone through these matches. Oh, here we go. Double team.
Oh, yeah.
Steve Austin, though, has never won a Civil War, has he?
No. He's a three or two-time... Whoa.
Oh, my God. Steve Blackman just eliminated Honky Tonk Man.
Wow.
That's 4 for Steve Blackman.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Are we about to get down to the final 4?
We are. This is the last entrant right here.
Wait a minute, Steve Austin? Austin is gone! That is 5 for Steve Blackman. Whoa! None of us saw that coming. That's unbelievable. I was wondering. I was starting to think he might not be in it.
Yeah.
But here's good old Al Snow. I gotta say, you know, all bias aside, it's looking pretty good for me.
Well, yeah, I mean, I fancy your chances right now.
Which is great, because I've never won a Civil War match.
Yes, that's one of the only things you haven't won in.
Oh my God, is that Snow one already?
Classic Al Snow right there.
Oh, is that the shortest anybody was in this match?
Yeah, comfortably so, yeah.
I gotta say, there go my chances.
Yeah, well, I mean, Steve Blackman's still looking pretty good in there, though.
He's been in this match for so long, though. And Kevin Nash, you know, not well known for his stamina, but he's a big guy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he could easily dominate, throw around Steve Blackman. It seems, and like we said, I don't know if I've ever beaten Kevin Nash before in like one-on-one competition. So, he's getting close. Oh my God, this is starting to ramp up now.
This is tense.
This is exciting. Look at this. Oh, he's close to the ropes again.
Oh,
but Nash reverses it with a big drop right there. Oh, see, this could be it.
Oh.
Blackman's been through a lot. This could be it. Oh, but he still manages to kick out. Unbelievable. Oh, God. This has got a lot of... Oh, look at this. Big clothesline right there. And again, Nash thinks this could do it. Has he got kind of two? He's getting closer.
Count two.
He's 2.5 right there. He's getting closer, but Steve Blackman is still fighting back. Is he gonna hit him again? No, it's
those educated feet of Steve Blackman.
Exactly. You got to be careful. Don't waste too much time. Look at that. Can you imagine somebody doing that move to Kevin Nash? My God, Nash would not agree to that whatsoever. No. But that's Steve Blackman. He's a lethal weapon. He's just gonna go. Mike, I thought that was it. I thought that could have been it. Oh, the tension. I cannot believe this. This is really taking a turn, hasn't it?
This is, yeah. I mean, I doubt we were expecting the last two guys to be Kevin Nash and Steve Blackman, or for it to be as close a match as this as well.
Did he just hit a diamond cutter?
Yeah, of course he did.
That's
in tribute to his partner.
Classy by Kevin Nash right there. I like that, you know. Interesting that we mentioned Steve Blackman's educated feet and Kevin Nash would then go to work on the arm.
Yeah.
Yeah, take away his arms, that'll do it. I don't think that's gonna put him down. Steve Blackman very optimistic, but he tried his best. It's still like, oh my God, who saw that coming?
It's a big belly to belly.
Just manhandling Kevin Nash. It's not often Kevin Nash gets thrown around the guy. That's a count 2 on Kevin Nash. A moment ago, Nash was the one getting down on Steve Blackman. Oh, getting very close to the ropes here. This is dicey. Oh, is this it? Could this be the end of the line? Oh, there it is. My goodness. Wow. Those last couple of minutes were action-packed. The tension was off the charts.
It really was. And, you know, it's a pretty big win as well for Kevin Nash, you've got to say, who came in late into the match against a guy who basically had 6 eliminations and still managed to take out Steve Blackman.
Well deserved, though, you could say, because, like you said, Kevin Nash came in kind of late, but he was able to eliminate one of the guys who was dominating that match. He kept his stamina up. He didn't get overworked. Kept his cool and managed to win the match. What a hell of a win, Kevin Nash. I'm a little annoyed that even in a simulation I can't beat Cleve, but there he goes. So Kevin Nash eliminated Al Snow and Steve Blackman.
Yep, he got them both.
Excellent. I'm sure that this is a very, very clear indicator as to what's going to happen in the real Civil War match.
Well, you'd hope so, but we'll see, because you know, this year's Civil War is coming up this Sunday, live on pay-per-view from the KeyBank Center in Buffalo, New York. So yeah, make sure you check that out, and maybe there'll be some legends involved in either the men's or women's Civil War match. Maybe there won't be. Maybe there'll be some other surprises. There's only one way to find out, and that's by tuning in and checking it out.
Hells yeah. Thank you very much for watching this. And we will see you guys at the next Civil War this Sunday.